Namaste. In continuation to Patanjali Yogasutra by Swami Vivekanand video part 2, today we will be seeing the next video part 3. Mastering samyama leads to the light of knowledge, granting control over all powers. Knowledge objects range from gross to fine, requiring gradual application. The stages of dharana, dhyana, and samadhi are internal compared to pranayama, asana, yama, and niyama. However, even these are external to seedless samadhi, which alone leads to true liberation. In this stage of samadhi, the mind's modifications are controlled, but not perfectly. The universe still exists as perceived, and powers are present. Control itself is a modification, checking one wave with another. True samadhi is beyond this, where all mental waves are subsided, leading to a higher state of consciousness. The mind's flow becomes steady through habitual practice, leading to constant concentration. As the mind focuses on one object, excluding others, it achieves samadhi. This state is marked by the mind's ability to maintain singular focus, transitioning from scattered thoughts to a unified concentration, essential for deeper meditation and self-realization. The one-pointedness of the chitta allows the past and present to merge, indicating deep concentration. Time perception fades, as seen when engrossed in a book. This state is crucial for understanding the threefold transformations of form, time, and state in mind stuff, enabling voluntary control over mental transformations essential for samyama. The qualified is the substance undergoing transformations through time and samskaras, manifesting continuously. The succession of these changes drives manifold evolution. By practicing samyama on these transformations, one gains insight into past and future events. This requires the mind to identify with internal impressions, bypassing external distractions, to achieve this profound understanding. By practicing samyama on the elements of word, meaning, and knowledge, a yogi can discern the essence of all animal sounds. This involves separating the external vibration, internal sensation, and mental reaction. Mastery of this allows understanding of the intended meaning behind any sound, whether human or animal. By focusing on past impressions, a yogi can recall past lives. Each experience forms a wave in the chitta, which, though subtle, remains. Through samyama, these waves resurface as memory. Additionally, by observing unique signs on a person, a yogi can discern their mind's nature, though not its contents, without further samyama. Through samyama on the body's form, a yogi can obstruct the perception of forms, rendering the body unseen. This occurs when the power of manifestation in the eye is separated. Similarly, the disappearance of spoken words can be achieved, illustrating the profound control over perception and manifestation. Karma is categorized as soon or late to fructify. Through samyama on these karmic impressions, a yogi discerns the precise moment of bodily separation, understanding the timing of death. This awareness is significant in Hindu philosophy, as thoughts at death influence the next life. Additionally, samyama on friendship and similar virtues bestows various strengths. By practicing samyama on the strength of an elephant, a yogi can harness immense power. This technique allows access to infinite energy. Additionally, focusing on the effulgent light in the heart grants knowledge of distant, hidden, or subtle phenomena. Through samyama on the sun, a yogi gains profound understanding of the universe. By focusing on the sun, one gains knowledge of the world. Concentrating on the moon reveals the cluster of stars, while the pole star provides insight into stellar motions. The navel circle offers understanding of the body's constitution, and focusing on the throat can alleviate hunger. These practices demonstrate the profound capabilities of samyama in expanding knowledge and control. Focusing on the kurma nerve grants bodily stability, preventing disturbances during practice. Concentrating on the light at the head's top reveals siddhas, being slightly above ghosts. Through pratibha, or enlightenment from purity, all knowledge becomes accessible without samyama, as everything becomes naturally apparent to the enlightened individual. In the heart, the yogi gains insight into others' minds. By distinguishing between the soul and sattva, the yogi achieves pratibha, leading to profound sensory knowledge. This enlightenment, however, can become an obstacle to samadhi if not transcended, as these powers are distractions from the ultimate goal of self-realization and freedom. The yogi's journey involves overcoming worldly powers, which are obstacles to samadhi. By distinguishing between purusa and mind, the yogi gains supreme genius, pratibha. These powers, though tempting, hinder the ultimate goal of pure self-knowledge and freedom. Rejecting them leads to the highest attainment. Mastery over these allows the yogi to enter another's body, demonstrating profound control. Mastering the udana nerve current allows the yogi to defy natural elements, walking on water and thorns. Control over samana results in a radiant aura, while samyama on the ear and akasa grants divine hearing, enabling the yogi to perceive distant sounds. These powers illustrate the profound capabilities achieved through disciplined practice. By mastering the akasa and the ear, the yogi attains divine hearing, perceiving sounds from afar. Through samyama on the akasa-body relationship, the yogi becomes light as cotton, traversing the skies. Focusing on the mind's true modifications leads to the disappearance of light's covering, revealing profound insights. By mastering samyama on the elements, from gross to superfine, a yogi gains control over them. This practice, often adopted by certain Buddhists, involves focusing on a material like clay to perceive its finer components. Mastery over these elements leads to the yogi's acquisition of powers such as minuteness and bodily indestructibility. The yogi attains mastery over the body, achieving beauty, strength, and indestructibility. By making samyama on the organ's objectivity, knowledge, and egoism, the yogi conquers them. This process involves focusing on the object's essence, its knowledge, and the perceiving ego, leading to control over the senses and fulfillment of desires. Through samyama, the yogi achieves a glorified mind, gaining power over the organs and nature. By distinguishing between intellect and purusa, omnipresence and omniscience are attained. Realizing purusa's indestructibility leads to omnipotence. Renouncing these powers, the yogi destroys the seed of evil, achieving kaivalya, the ultimate liberation. Attaining true freedom requires rejecting even the allure of omnipotence and omniscience, as these are mere manifestations of the mind. Celestial beings may tempt the yogi, fearing their own loss of status. Only by resisting these temptations can one achieve ultimate liberation, avoiding the cycle of rebirth and reaching the true goal. Discrimination is key to overcoming ignorance and suffering. By practicing samyama on a particle of time, we strengthen our ability to discern the real from the unreal. This practice helps us see beyond species, signs, and places, revealing the soul as the only reality, freeing us from the illusions of body and external powers. The power of discrimination allows us to see that the purusa is pure and perfect, distinct from the compound nature of body and mind. This knowledge, covering all objects and means, is transformative, enabling the yogi to transcend the cycle of birth and death. It reveals the unity of sattva and purusa, leading to kaivalya, or ultimate isolation and perfection. Kaivalya, or isolation, is achieved when the mind's purity matches that of the purusa. This state reflects the unqualified essence of purity, transcending all impurities. The universe, from gods to atoms, is encompassed in this realization, marking the ultimate perfection and independence of the soul. Siddhis, or powers, can be attained through birth, chemical means, words, mortification, or concentration. Some individuals, like Kapila, are born with these powers due to past life practices. The Rasayanas believed that maintaining a strong body is crucial for spiritual progress, as it prevents interruptions caused by death and rebirth. The Rasayanas believed in strengthening the body to achieve immortality, suggesting that if the mind can create bodies after death, it can also transform them in life. They explored mercury and sulfur for longevity, and claimed certain drugs could grant powers like flight, This philosophy influenced modern medicine, especially the use of metals. Mantras, when repeated under proper conditions, can produce extraordinary powers. Mortification, practiced in many religions, involves extreme asceticism, leading to siddhis. Concentration, or samadhi, is the essence of yoga, enabling mental, moral, and spiritual gains. It is the highest means, surpassing secondary practices, for achieving profound transformation. Patanjali suggests that transformation into another species occurs through the filling in of nature. Good deeds are not direct causes of transformation, but remove obstacles, like a farmer opening gates for water. Human progress and power are inherent, and removing barriers allows nature to guide us towards perfection. Patanjali's evolution theory emphasizes the inherent perfection within every being, contrasting modern views of sexual selection and survival of the fittest. He argues that struggles and competition stem from ignorance, not necessity. The true evolution is unlocking this innate perfection, which drives progress beyond mere survival or reproduction, ensuring continuous advancement towards ultimate perfection. In the realm of Patanjali's teachings, the potential God within man is unlocked by breaking the bars of ignorance. Egoism births created minds, while karma dictates that deeds influence the manifestation of our true nature. The soul remains unchanged, veiled by ignorance, with the original mind governing all created minds. The yogi, mastering the control of mind and matter, can create made minds and made bodies from egoism, the fine state of existence. This mastery allows manipulation of energies, revealing the unity of mind and matter. Only the mind reaching samadhi, through perfect concentration, becomes desireless, transcending the limitations of ordinary existence. Yogis transcend the binding nature of karma, performing actions without attachment to outcomes. Their works are neither black, white, nor mixed, unlike ordinary individuals whose actions are categorized as such. In each state of existence, only desires suitable to that state manifest, while others remain dormant, illustrating the selective expression of karma based on the environment. Desires manifest based on suitable environments. In a god body, only godly desires emerge, while animal desires surface in an animal body. This illustrates how environment controls karma, allowing only compatible desires to manifest. Memory and impressions connect desires across species, space, and time, influencing actions in similar bodies while others remain dormant. Desires are eternal, driven by the thirst for happiness. Each experience builds on past tendencies, making desire endless. Desires persist due to cause and effect, supported by the mind's storehouse of past impressions. Until these impressions are exhausted, desires continue. Eliminating external stimuli is key to ending desires. The past and future exist due to the gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas, manifesting in different modes. These gunas, in their gross state, form the sensible universe. Despite their distinct qualities, the unity in objects arises from the coordinated changes of these gunas, leading to varied perceptions and desires across different minds. The mind perceives objects based on the impressions they leave, influenced by their interaction with the mind. The mind's states are always known due to the unchanging nature of the purusa. The universe is a blend of mental and material realms, both in constant flux, yet maintaining unity through rhythmic changes. The mind and body are like two layers of the same substance, each moving at different speeds. Motion is perceived relative to something slower. This endless chain of motion necessitates a changeless entity, the purusa, which remains pure and untarnished, reflecting impressions like light on a white sheet. The mind cannot cognize two things simultaneously, highlighting its non-self-luminous nature. If it were self-luminous, it could perceive everything at once, unlike the purusa, which is self-luminous and can cognize all instantly. Assuming another mind to cognize the first leads to endless assumptions and memory confusion, emphasizing the mind's limitations. The purusa, unchangeable in essence, imparts consciousness to the mind when it reflects upon it. This reflection makes the mind appear as if it possesses knowledge. The mind, influenced by both the seer and the seen, gains the ability to comprehend everything. However, driven by countless desires, the mind operates for the Purusa, not for itself. Through discrimination, the yogi realizes the Purusa is distinct from the mind. This clarity leads to Kaivalya, or isolation, where the mind perceives its true nature. The veil of ignorance lifts, revealing the Purusa as the observer, not the mind. This understanding dissolves fear, allowing the mind to achieve true isolation. Obstructions arise from past impressions, making us believe external things bring happiness. The Purusa is inherently blissful, but this knowledge is veiled by impressions. Their destruction follows the same path as ignorance. Through perfect discrimination, the yogi attains Dharma Megha Samadhi, a unique knowledge and light, rejecting all powers for true enlightenment. When the cloud of virtue descends, the yogi transcends pain and fear, achieving a state where knowledge is infinite and impurities vanish. The universe, once vast, becomes insignificant before the Purusa. This state, akin to the Buddha or Christ, reveals the true nature of knowledge, where the knowable is minuscule compared to the infinite wisdom attained. The transformations of qualities cease once their purpose is fulfilled. Patanjali defines succession as changes perceived at the end of a series. For the omnipresent mind, these transformations and the perception of time dissolve, leaving only the present. Knowledge becomes instantaneous, with past and future merging into a singular, all-encompassing awareness. Kaivalya, the ultimate liberation, is achieved when the qualities resolve inversely, devoid of any motive for the Purusa. Nature, our nurturing guide, leads the soul through experiences, elevating it until self-realization is attained. This journey, through pleasure and pain, guides souls towards perfection, flowing into the ocean of self-realization. Glory to those who achieve this state.